Well, hello and welcome to the weather update. It's almost 10 o'clock on August the 10th, 2023. And yeah, kind of a rainy day. We had with the rain moved in the afternoon and it kind of lingered through the early evening. Some of it was heavy at times. And we even had some severe weather threats in parts of our area. And we still have some pretty nasty storms right now going on, it looks like, over Montauk. I don't think there's any lightning with these. We're going to check. But if we go look at the radar, go to the Weather Service radar here, you'll see also the storms. Here we are. Actually, special marine warning for that cell. So, yep, we got special marine warning. We'll go to the enhanced page so we show you the loop here. And you'll see there is a special marine warning with that. Maybe they did just drop it. No, it's back again. So, yeah, this is a whole complex of a storm fired up off the South Shore. There really wasn't any lightning. I didn't see any. Now, I was really hoping there was. Because quite the cloud formation this evening I want to show you. We have, actually, I was on, after going out in the rain and getting my feet a little wet because, again, there's no drainage here in Mineola, and I'm walking in water everywhere because the water just sits on the surface of everything. There's no drainage here. Going back from Belmore, I was at the train station around 8:15, 8:20, and got to see this, which is beautiful here. Actually, I have a better picture to show you here. These were the storms firing up off the South Shore. Take a look at that. So, yeah, the sun was hitting the top of the cloud, and it was just creating these just beautiful. There's a beautiful anvil here. Cumulonimbus, you see rain falling from the anvil. I think that's rain, or maybe that's snow. Who knows? But, wow, what a beautiful shot I got there. So, really incredible. But there was no lightning. If there was, I would have stayed. But anyway, yeah, we got soaked today. We had a lot of rain and, again, severe weather in our area. So I want to go to the Vent2Sky and rewind the radar for a little bit. So we're going to rewind the radar and show you what's going on here. It's 2 o'clock. You'll see there was some complex of severe weather coming out of Philadelphia. And there were numerous severe thunderstorms warnings and a tornado warning that was issued right around 3:30 for this cell. We'll go right to 3:30 right here. And it was this particular cell right here in Jackson. And you can see this is where they thought they saw a tornado on the radar. It was a brief tornado warning, and then it was dropped. But we had the heavy rain in our area on and off throughout. We had some periods of lighter, moderate rain, which I tried to walk in, and then we had some heavier rain right around 5 o'clock or so. So I tried to avoid the heavy rain. But you see the rain lingered, and it really didn't move out of here until after 7 o'clock, and it's finally started moving out. So we did get somewhat of a soaker today, unfortunately. So let's go to the Weather Service webpage. I'm curious if there was any storm report of an actual tornado that actually touched down there. Let's see if they mention anything here. If you observed any storm already, let's see if we can get some storm reports from this. This, again, Philadelphia office is where the severe weather happened, not our office, and they seem to not provide a whole lot. So let's see what we got here. Local storm report. Let's see if there's anything in here. All right, so here's our summary for today. And there is, actually, Gloucester had thunderstorm wind damage. Trees snapped down along Tomlin Road. So funnel cloud was also sighted in Gloucester. East Greenwich Township in Gloucester County. Report relayed, this is southwestern New Jersey, report relayed by East Greenwich Township Emergency Manager. Thunderstorm wind damage in Gloucester again. So Gloucester seems to have been hit very hard. Camden as well. Pensacola. Tree down as well there. Power lines down on Cuthbert Lane in Haddon. Thunderstorm wind damage in Camden. Power lines down there. Camden, Silkerville. Flooding reported. Burlington, several in Whitesburg. Now, this is where they had the tornado warning. Several reports of public trees snapped on Margaret. So they may have to investigate and see if a tornado touched down here. Trees and wires down in Burlington, New Jersey. Burlington County, New Jersey, in Whitesburg. Trees and wires down at the intersection of Ridge Road. Funnel cloud sighted, so it looks like there's a good bet that we had a tornado in New Jersey today. A funnel cloud observed just to the east and northeast of Browns Mills. Reports relayed by Pemberton Emergency Manager. Thunderstorm wind damage in Burlington County, New Jersey. Again, Whitesburg. So Whitesburg really hit hard here. And just to show you, we're going to show you also Clarksburg. Trees down across Sun Tavern Road and Millstone Road is closed. So we may have had a tornado touchdown in New Jersey, but we can't confirm that yet. I'm sure they're going to send investigators out and see what. Let's see if there's anything in the public information statement here. All right, so this is okay. This is the straight line wind damage in the Lehigh Valley and Upper Bucks County. So there weren't any tornado. All right, there was a Midway Manor tornado in Newcastle. I think that's Delaware. So I don't really talk much about Delaware, but it was an EF1 tornado there. Actually, no, EF1 tornado primarily in the Midway Manor of Allentown, Pennsylvania. So yeah, we've had some tornadoes there. So we're gonna have to actually, and there was a tornado in Highland Township too, New Jersey, from that line as well. EF0, 85-mile-an-hour winds. So Highland Township, mostly in a rather undeveloped area there. But yeah, so there were some tornadoes. This was from the last outbreak. But now have more. It looks like we have even really good evidence that there was tornadoes touching down there. Numerous funnel clouding sightings, trees down, and the way it sounds like according to descriptions, there may have been a tornado in New Jersey touching down. Let's see if ABC 6 has anything. 6 ABC Action News. Let's see if they have anything about this. About this tornado here that might have touched down here. I don't see anything here about it. So we'll find out more later. But there may have been a tornado in Jersey, in this part of New Jersey right here. Again, Whitesbog, which actually happens to be in the Pine Barrens. So we'll just show you where Whitesbog is. Let's see, Whitesbog, and I'll have to put this in here because, like I said, I'm not too familiar. I think it's further south. Whitesbog. I'll just put Whitesbog because I don't know where it is. I generally, all right, Whitesbog. Here we go. So here's Whitesbog right here. So this is in the Pine Barrens. All right. Here's Whitesburg right here. So if we go here, out. All right. This is in the heart of the Pine Barrens, actually. So there may have been a tornado here. Well, I can only speculate at this point, but this is in the Pine Barrens. There are named by Whitesbog because we have cranberry bogs here, and we'll have to see what happened here. Obviously, it's a beautiful area. It's in the Pine Barrens, and again, we'll have to see exactly what happened here. Look at these beauties. Hopefully, the tornado didn't damage them, but we'll have to figure out what's exactly happened at Whitesbog, if it hit the village or not. But we'll have more details tomorrow, I guess. It's too early to tell right now what exactly happened, but definitely could have been a tornado here in New Jersey today. Another tornado. Now, while Long Island hasn't been we've been avoiding all the severe weather, New Jersey has been getting a lot more tornadoes than normal. It's almost become like Tornado Alley. It's like every other week there's a tornado there. You can see behind the front, drier air is moving in. We'll have to talk about whether that air is going to have smoke or not. But let's go to the current conditions right now across the area. You can see all the heat in the south. And then we also have excessive heat watches for, it looks like, Oregon. It's the last place because they still have fires going there. More heat in the south. We have heat coming for Florida. Severe weather in Minnesota. Let's go to our observations right now. 70 degrees. Dew point is 70. And we have light rain at Islip. So probably not much of a range in temperatures today. We'll go look only low 80s with all the cloud cover. Really didn't get all that much. I'm not even going to go over the lows. Let's see how much rainfall we've gotten in the past, I would say, 12 hours. Let's see what we've gotten here. If it'll show us. Otherwise, I go to the Wonder Map site. Okay, so wow, look at this. So, depending on where you are, and it looks like the East End really got hammered. So we didn't really get that much rain in Nassau County, and same thing for mid-Suffolk, even central Suffolk. But as you head to the Hamptons, West Hampton, 1.25, 1.99, 3.99 at the airport, and 3 at East Hampton Airport, and 2.90 at Montauk. So it looks like they wound up getting a lot of rain from those storms that came, that keep kind of training over them. And looking at New Jersey also, southern part, around Toms River, you got over an inch. Well, it depends on where you were. Lakewood got 1.51, 1.13 in Manchester, but Toms River is only reporting 0.18, and then 1.32 right around Whitesbog, and then you have Mount Holly over 2 inches of rain. So, yeah, that's quite a bit of rain there. Going to the city also, it looks like Staten Island got over an inch. The city itself got about a half an inch. Some areas of Brooklyn got over an inch. So depending on where you were, where these heavier rain areas kind of set up is, where what exactly happened here. But quite incredible with these storms that happened here. And we'll have to see exactly what happened with those tornadoes. I'm really curious about that. But I think that we might have had a tornado touchdown in New Jersey, at least one, if not maybe more, today. The Storm Prediction Center actually had the severe risk over the East End and not even over New Jersey, which was kind of a mistake in my opinion. Speaking of that, let's go to the Storm Prediction Center now, and you'll see they don't even have any risk area over us. They have that risk area over Minnesota. We'll go and look at tomorrow's risk area, and it looks like tomorrow will be it looks like Minnesota down into the upper Mississippi Valley, dealing with a slight risk for severe weather for tomorrow. We'll even go into day 3 here. And look at that. Marginal risk spreads east because that's our next rain chance on Saturday. Looking at the weather map, you'll see we have a series of cold fronts that will be coming through. That will be bringing drier weather drier air into the region and more pleasant conditions. Let's go to the satellite now, and we're going to look at a few more satellite loops so we can get a look and see where the smoke is. Go to the Great Lakes. So I don't see too much smoke here. There's a little bit down here, but the air over here looks pretty clean. There is some smoke. So I'll have to see if the smoke over Ohio winds up going over here, or we'll get into this cleaner air from the north. I'm hoping to get into this cleaner air from the north. We'll have to see. Let's go to the North American view, Canada, northern U.S., and look at our loop here and see where the smoke is. So it doesn't look like I see too much smoke in eastern Canada. It's hard to tell from the clouds, but still a lot in the west. Oh my gosh! Look at Oregon. Let's go to Oregon right now because it looks like a wildfire is really flared up there. Pacific Northwest. Look at this. Oh yeah, that's really bad there. This one's really going here. So with the heat coming, that is not going to be good. So this wildfire here is going to get out of control, and we've already had some terrible fires in Hawaii that I've been sharing. You can see here, I don't see any smoke right now coming from the islands, but Maui, which I believe this is the island right here, the western part of it was ravaged by a wildfire that has caused tremendous damage, destroyed a whole town. We have a lot of. This is going to be one of the worst natural disasters to ever hit Hawaii, believe it or not, particularly the island of Maui with the amount of fatalities and stuff. So it's been really, really bad there, and I do want to bring it up as well. We're going to talk about Maui here. I'll just put this up here, Maui. And you'll see here, Hawaii fires could be state's deadliest disaster right there. Death tolls now climbed to 53. Look, the whole town was destroyed. And the thing is, it happened so fast, they didn't even have time to alert people that it was coming. It just came in so fast. This is unheard of. So Lahaina town in Maui is burnt to the ground. It says right here. So utter devastation by wildfires. So this is never I don't ever remember this happening before. It's just another part of the chaos that's happening on this planet. As the weather changes due to our emissions, our greenhouse gas emissions, have contributed greatly to this disaster. Well, they are the reason we're going through these disasters. But yet, no one, as I said before, and I say it again, no Democrat, no Republican, no one really wants to do what needs to be done. And that's, we've got to stop burning fossil fuels, and we got to do it now. We got to stop. Start by getting these pickups and big SUVs off the road. Force people onto mass transit. Raise gas prices for gas guzzling vehicles. But I could go on and on and on. But it's too late. We're screwed. And you're just gonna have to hold on and try to survive. So let's go to the weather maps here. Oh yeah, and speaking of Dora, this is the hurricane that caused all this. It's Central Pacific. Right here, Dora is still 120 mile an hour category, so it's now down to, I think, a Category 3, but still a really sizable storm here. And it was really incredible how that storm just exploded. But again, you have warmer than normal ocean waters, so of course you're going to have, and it's just a miracle that we haven't seen anything in the Atlantic. I just want to show you these frightening SST anomalies here once again. And I mean, just look at how all this warm water we have here in the Atlantic. Look at this, especially off Greenland. That is truly frightening. I mean, these water temperature anomalies, that's like 6 degrees above normal, 6 degrees Fahrenheit above normal. And look at all this hot water in the Pacific. My God, have you ever seen anything like that? So, yeah, it's truly frightening. And here's your really super El Nino. Look at that. So, let's go to back to the models here. So going into this clears out with fair weather tomorrow. Our next chance of rain will be Saturday into Sunday with another front, and then another chance of rain Monday and Tuesday, and then behind that we should have nice weather again as we get into next week. So no, it doesn't look like any crazy heat is building for next week, but we will have some times where we're going to have to deal with more rain. So let's go to the HRRR next, and we'll first start with the HRRR here. Obviously our rain moves away, and we're dry tomorrow. But our next chance of rain, it looks like it's showing a couple of showers popping up on Saturday. Saturday would be our next chance of rain. Scattered showers and maybe even a thunderstorm. And we'll have to watch and see if this could produce some severe weather. That would be our next chance for some thunderstorms. Let's go look at the dew points, and you'll see why we're going to have that rain. So wind shift to northwest tonight. Dew points drop down tomorrow into the 50s, though it's not a really strong push. So Jersey, you may still be dealing with 60-degree dew points, but Long Island, hopefully we'll see 50s, northwest winds, but they die down quickly. Wind shift to the southwest by evening, and then the humidity comes surging back on Saturday along with the rain chances. Looking at our temperatures tonight, you'll see temperatures will probably in the morning we'll probably have mid to upper 60s, and tomorrow will be a warm day, probably highs in the mid 80s. Before a sea breeze kicks in, drops things along the South Shore. And then Saturday, again, with all those showers around, depending on where things set up, Jersey could be hot. Looks like there's like a warm sector here where it gets close to 90, where we'll be dealing with upper 70s to around 80. Let's go to some more models here, the NAM, which I don't have enough of the zeros again, but we'll go ahead and look at the NAM for Saturday as well. So let's go ahead and do that. And again, this would be the situation on Saturday. It won't be as widespread as today, but there, again, could be some thunderstorms around. You could see some thunderstorms there popping up Saturday night perhaps. Scattered about, just scattered. Let's go now to the GFS here. We'll go beyond and look at the dew points here, and you'll see behind that front, here's tomorrow, you see the drier air, and then the humidity comes back. Behind that front, dew points drop again on Sunday, which should be a nice day, but then we have one brief, and then boom, we're back into the humidity again. Monday, another stronger front comes through Tuesday, and then we have, that's a stronger push of cooler air right there coming in. Drier air, dew points could drop into the 50s. So it looks like next week we'll have some decent days. So looking at our temperatures here, Saturday, you'll see, again, the heat's mainly over New Jersey. Sunday is going to be warm, probably mid to upper 80s, maybe close to 90 in southern New Jersey. And Monday with the rain chances, again, temperatures will probably be cool. And then Tuesday we rise back into the 80s. And then for next week, low to mid 80s. So fairly seasonable weather. But we will see a decent amount of rain out of this. Again, if we look at the amount of rain through, let's do a week from now to show you the amount of rain we're going to get. So it looks like it looks like we could see, again, some. We'll have to watch it, and it looks like it's going to be that event on Monday. That could be the next soaker that we could have. A soaker in August. Usually we're not supposed to have soakers in August, but, another soaker. So let's go to the skies. And I got to go over the smoke, too, obviously, and the motor satellites. Let's do that first. So let's back it up. So for tomorrow, should have mostly sunny skies. Saturday, obviously, more clouds around. Sunday, we should have mostly sunny skies again, and then more clouds by Monday. And then Tuesday, we try to clear it out, and then more sunshine by Wednesday. So, sort of like it looks like. So things are moving along in a progressive manner. But the big question, of course, is we're going to have to deal with all that any more wildfire smoke. Right now, I see clean air, but there's still a lot of smoke here in Western Canada and Alaska that has yet to work its way down that we may have to deal with. And we still have some smoke in the lower Great Lakes. So let's go to the smoke. Actually, I should not have closed that because I'm supposed to look at the RGEM too. So here's the RGEM. We'll go ahead and look at the RGEM for tomorrow. So mostly sunny skies, though there could be some cirrus later on in the afternoon, mainly to the south. And then for Saturday, we'll have sun, but then some clouds. Like I said, it won't be a washout. It won't be like today. And then Sunday, increasing amounts of sunshine. So let's now go to the RIP smoke model. Vertically integrated smoke. And right now, looking at tomorrow, doesn't look like there's going to be much of any smoke around. It's showing some, though, mainly to the south. But it's mainly to the south and very thin. All the thick smoke is way up here. So let's go look at the near-surface smoke. Let's see if we have any near-surface smoke that we'll have to worry about. Yeah, it's showing some, again, mainly south. But we'll have to see what happens with that. I don't think it'll be that smoky tomorrow. I hope not. I'd like to see some blue skies. That would really be nice. But we'll have to see. Sometimes it's hard to tell, you know. But anyway, let's go back to the National Weather Service page. And again, we have that special marine warning going on out east. Let me just see if there's any lightning with that storm. No, not showing no lightning. Special marine warning, but no lightning with it. Here's, oh, well, we got some pretty strong wind gusts with it, though. Montauk is reporting a wind gust up to 31 miles an hour. So, yeah, we got some pretty strong wind gusts with these storms out there. So that's why they have the special marine warning. You know, just another thing I'm curious about. Let's go to the Wonder Map here, and we'll look at our rainfall here, precipitation. I'm going to back up those heavier rainfall amounts out east. Yeah, there are a few of them right here. Look at that, right around Sag Harbor. This like Springs, eastern Northampton, over 3 inches of rain, perhaps. So that's pretty incredible. All right, so let's go to the climate, which I forgot to do last night. Because I was just in a mood last night. That's the wrong one. So let's go to the ice slip here and look at today and yesterday. So 1 degree below normal at islip. Let's go to, we'll go to yesterday's. So this is yesterday's. Yesterday's, we were above normal by 2 degrees. And I'll just talk about islip. I'm not going to talk about the city. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. And enjoy tomorrow. I know today was really, really miserable. But hopefully we'll get some blue skies. I really would like some blue skies, please. Have a good night.